Hi friends, so I wanted to do a little not a full flip through. As you can see, I got a lot of stuff in the mail. This is all one package, and you don't want to see me unwrapping, like unwrapping shrink wrap or unwrapping like flipping through cards, because I have minimal hand coordination and it would just be not fun. So this is not a full flip through, but this is how much stuff I got when I found I'll look this up for the title. But okay, this is my own deck that I already had. I'll show that in a second. But this is how much stuff I received from getting 3 decks from, it's right on the box. It's the Midnight City Tarot, and I also got the Oracle deck and the Pocket deck, which I will say, this Pocket deck, it comes in a tuck box. To me, it's mini size, which is okay. I just have to be very careful to not lose any cards, obviously. I got a ton of stickers. There's stickers for the Oracle deck. I mean, this is how many stickers. I got like 2 sets for each type of deck. And, journaling stickers of all the each one shows all the cards. And then she wrote me a personal note, which she says on the site, she will write you a personal note. And she also sent me blank postcards, blank postcards if I want them also, which I just thought was so sweet. And then another thing happened, which is that I thought that I had to buy the guidebook separately because it was listed separately, but for the tarot deck. And I did, and I had like a little glitch where I accidentally bought 3 of them because I was like putting it in my cart and not seeing it in my cart, and I did that 3 times apparently. But these were so on sale. Okay, so these were considered B grade for having like slight imperfections in the shrink wrap, and I really cannot tell that there's any kind of imperfection. So they were already discounted, and then there was an unrelated sale. So on top of the discount, I got the sale. And then yeah. So then I ended up, even with the accident of buying 3 of the gigantic, it's also very it's thin, but it's very large. Let me see, hold on a second so I can get it, so I can show you. It's like not huge, but it's like full size guidebook, like. And then when I got the decks, I realized they have a small guidebook. Each one has a small guidebook. This one, the big one for the tarot deck, is full color printing inside with images of the cards. The guidebooks that are inside of the boxes are just the text about each card. Which is wonderful. It's really great that there's an option for full color printing and everything. And just really quickly, just because it's already here and it's a little bit getting in the way, so I'm from New York. So this is only the second time I've found a New York deck, but I will show you that I have the Urban Tarot, which a lot of the art is based around. If you can see, like, the art is a little bit based around the New York subway system and the people. I believe I heard from Hermit's Cave that it is based a little bit on people that the artist knew. And then another thing about this deck, a couple of other things, the Urban Tarot is somewhat based on the Thoth system. So I have not gotten like deep into this deck. I do know that in the indie version, they had a card depicting the two towers exploding, and that was reworked. This is not the indie version, so this is the mass market version. And I've seen the reworked card because people were not that enthused. So the artist did rework that card for the mass market version. So there's nothing really keeping me away from this deck, just that it is a Thoth deck. So I would have to be in the right frame of mind. But I love having it because I'm literally from New York. So anyway, I had this first, and then I didn't have any other New York decks whatsoever. And I just found these. And I'm mentioning them now. Look at how rainbowy they are. And the tarot is all these colors, which are pink, purple, like all these pastel colors. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Hold on a second. Let me see if I think that's better. So you can see that it's like pink, purple, like all these colors that are very like, it hit me that it was all by colors. And that's not why I got the deck. I got the deck because I truly am from New York City. But it was like very amazing to me because it felt like a little nudge from the universe. I haven't actually been through every card yet because I was so excited to film this and just show you how much I got in the mail from this one package, excluding the Urban Tarot. There you can see it a little better. I already had this one. But I am so excited, and I wanted to like post it for Pride Month because it's like Pride colors, and just say like how thankful I am. I mean, look at how much like this. Hold on 1 second. I only have one hand holding my phone and one hand holding, and you can see that my hands shake. That's why I wouldn't be good at a full flip through. But this one says New York, the city of dreams. City of dreams. But I have like several of these, and one has the note from her, and some are just blank. And this is so much stuff. Admittedly, I did order accidentally 3 copies of the color guidebook, but I have 3 decks from her. The regular tarot, the Oracle deck, and the mini. So, it was kind of a mistake, but now I can put one each with each. And that's my plan now that I have all these guidebooks. And let me just show you very quickly with the Oracle deck. I didn't show that yet. This is hold on, let me get it at a good angle. It's a little bit... The City of Dreams Oracle is the title of this Oracle. And, again, similar color scheme. It seems to be a little bit more... it is an Oracle deck, so it's not going by the tarot system, and it seems a little bit more like abstract things like clock and 1111 and stuff like that. And so I will say I'm doing this video without having gone through every single card of all 3 decks. And then I just wanted to show you on both of the bigger boxes are very nice. This is why I don't do this stuff, because there's big pauses while I am trying to get my neurodivergent self to make things clear here. But on the inside of the Oracle deck, it says, "Welcome to the City of Dreams. May this deck inspire you to follow your heart, trust the signs, and remind you that you are always supported wherever your adventures take you." So that's what it says right here. And I'm sorry, my thumb's been in the way, but I had to hold the box open. So, so that's on the inside of that box. And on the inside of the tarot box is like a street view, a drawn street view of, and what's interesting about this tarot deck, it's each card is associated with a place in New York. It's not necessarily like a view of that place. Like some of them are like flowers, but they're associated with this one location per card. And then it says vibes and art. Oh, I'm showing the wrong. Hold on a second. I'm showing the Oracle deck, but I'm talking about the tarot deck. So let me see if I can get... So this is the one I'm talking about right now. And it's like location, vibes, and then it talks about the art, and then it has a general advice, and then the like reverse meaning. So it does have reverse meanings. Even in the small guidebook, I guess I wouldn't have necessarily needed the big guidebook, but I do like that the big guidebook is a color printed. And I love that, she always says, like all over the site, that she writes you a handwritten note. It's not prefabricated and everything. And for me personally, like I saw a lot of Pride decks this year, and they were all interesting, but like this is gonna be my Pride deck. It is Pride colors to me. And like, hopefully that's kosher and everything. And and I will also, in the description before I post this video, I will add some resources that at least one resource that I've found around the internet for other representative and diverse decks. And then I have one coming in the mail that'll be coming. I have to review it in July because it's coming a long way, and it's not quite in the mail yet. And but it's on the way, like order placed, and I know when it's going to ship. So in July, I'll have another few decks to review. It might be one big video of those decks, like this one. And I apologize that I can't do a full flip through of these. It's just not, like, my hands shake, and it wouldn't be pretty the way that other people can do it, so I don't do full flip throughs. But I hope you feel that my reviews have a lot of heart in them, because I really do take into account, like, is it a positive experience to work with someone when just getting their packages. And this package also came a day early, even though it was a little saga, because I was nervous. I never bought from this seller before, and then it was like, oh, these are like a little bit dinged up. I can't tell that they're dinged up. I probably dinged them up a tiny bit, even just opening the talk box for the mini. I don't know if I showed the mini. Hold on. So, like, this is in my hand. I can't really show perfectly that to me. For me, I have large hands, kind of on the large side, and this is the deck in my hand. For me personally, this is the size of a mini deck, and it just means I'll have to be really careful in all ways. Like, I could put this somewhere and accidentally not know. That's why it's good. I have like a copy of the original, the bigger guidebook that I can put with the mini, because otherwise I could see myself misplacing this mini. But yeah, so so the only thing to know about the Urban Tarot, it is mass market, so the only thing to really know about it in general, it's a little bit on the gritty side. In this case, I have seen all the cards. I'll try to, I think that, Hermit's Cave has done a flip through of this, but it was with some other decks, so I don't know if you really want to watch the whole thing where it's only part of the video. But it means that I've been through all of the cards of this deck and everything. But the only thing to remember about this one, it's on the gritty side. It's literally supposed to be about New York City. And it is definitely Toth based. It doesn't mean you wouldn't be able to read with it, but the system follows the Toth system. So, but anyway, those are my New York decks as a New Yorker, and I just have so many pride vibes from these new decks. And I just wanted to film this for Pride. I saw other Pride decks. I wouldn't be able to really list all of them, but I do have as a resource another video on if you're looking for decks with representation. So I will include that when I'm posting this video. I'm probably not posting tonight because I literally did this thing again where, sorry, I see my hands shake holding the camera, but I went to sleep, woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm filming this video at night. So I apologize if there's anything difficult to see. The lights are on in the room, but I'm not right under the light. So yeah, just let me clarify something about the boxes too. So, the Oracle deck, hold on a second, sorry, hold on, I'm losing the window. Hold on a second. I'm on my phone, so I'll try my best. But, so I'll just say this instead of trying to show it again. So the Oracle deck has a magnetic closure, and it's sort of a clamshell kind of thing going on. And then the Tarot deck has a two-piece box, and there's kind of this, not even kind of, but it's just kind of there's this pink gilding inside, the two pieces of the box are separated a little so that you can see this pink gilding. And then in this light, it is hard to see see the gilding other than that. So I won't show that. That'll be like a little surprise. But it seems like a little bit of gilding on the Oracle deck, that it's like in the silver/white kind of gilding kind of thing. But yeah, I haven't dug too deeply it is the middle of the night here. But this is the one that seems to have a little bit of gilding. And I haven't dug too deeply into that, but like you can see, there's literally gilding on the box. Like there's an intentional gap there so you can see. So that's really cool. Because I don't think I even knew that was like an option for tarot boxes. And one of the reason that I show the boxes in detail is that I'm obsessed with like packaging, because everything, I need it to be accessible. If I do have a tuck box, I have to sort of find another way usually to store that particular deck. For me personally, because otherwise I'm going to destroy the tuck box. I am disabled and I am a little bit rough on tuck boxes. So yeah, I probably caused more damage to the little mini deck tuck box than there was ever any damage from being like a slightly damaged box. I didn't notice any damage at all, and I still got it on sale, like a double sale. So I had a good experience with this retailer, and you can find them by searching Midnight City Tarot. They have an Etsy, and they have a regular website. You can buy from either one. For me, the sale was easier to buy on the actual website. Sometimes it's easier on Etsy. Sometimes it's easier on the website, the separate website. So I hope this is helpful. If you do get anything from this seller, you will get a lot of stickers and goodies, postcards. So I hope this is helpful. And again, this bigger guidebook is the full color printed guidebook, which it was, me ordering extras was a mistake, but it's good. I can put one with each deck, and then I won't lose track of where I put the decks. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you're excited by all this pastel pride colors as much as I am. Okay, so I hope this is helpful. If you like my kind of reviews, you can always comment, like, subscribe. I don't like the part where I have to say that, but, I try to remember to say it. And this is me at night. My knee is right up against this is a chair, and my knee is right up against this chair. And there's, craziness. But, yeah, I am so drawn to these and I'm really drawn to the ones that are coming that I can't film until July. So this is going to be my last little Pride video. So happy Pride. It's still Pride Month. Happy Pride. And I hope this was helpful to you.